Welcome back to Garage Money Pit.
As quite a few viewers seem to really like the video on this bike, I just wanted to give you an update on where we stand. It's still going, I've still got it, because sometimes I sell vehicles very quickly, but it's going to take a little while to get this together. As you might be able to see, maybe not, it's got new tires on it. Took a little while to get them, but it wasn't a huge problem. You may also notice that it's still missing the belly pan. The belly pan has to come off when you take the front wheel out because you have to support the bike from under the engine. When I took the belly pan off, I noticed that the valve cover was leaking. You can tell here there is some gunk on the belly pan. This is very likely all coming from up here. And hopefully it's just a matter of replacing the valve cover gasket. Although this down here could be oil pump. There's oil leaking here. I am not a huge fan of oil leaks on bikes, so replacing the valve cover gasket on one of these is not a huge deal. I have to remember to take off this piece of plastic and then you can just get at everything really easily. I did get a new valve cover gasket, but I forgot to add the rubber gaskets that go under the bolts that hold the valve cover on. And those rubber gaskets are rock hard.
Parts availability on this bike isn't quite as good as it was the last time I had one, which admittedly was about 20 years ago. It's still pretty decent, but it's showing that it's a 30-year-old bike.
For example, the lens cover for one of the turn signals that has a crack is not available any longer. I have to get some aftermarket ones from Germany. The tail light is still available, but that has to come from Germany. So all in all, I'm probably going to be looking at another 3 weeks, a month, 6 weeks delay on getting all the parts. Now, I can run it on the street with the existing lights. It's not a problem. They're not damaged to that extent. But again, I need some of the other small parts before I can really ride this. I might be able to intersperse some other videos because I've got some other projects on the go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. The next video on this bike will very likely show me riding it. Admittedly, I didn't put that much work into this bike. It was mainly a case of checking it over. I knew the previous owner had done some work to this to get it running properly. But it's still a bike that, from all I can tell, has sat for a long time. So you want to make sure that everything is in good order. Thank you very much for watching. I'll hope I'll see you soon, either with another video on this bike or one of the other vehicles that I have.